What if I told you can live anywhere? This could very well be one of the most easy times in our history to live anywhere and become a digital nomad. In this video, we'll be talking about some tips and tricks to get started and how you can change your life. Starting this new lifestyle can be scary at first, and even for us, we have plans to move to other places and go to other countries as well and work from there. Being a digital nomad, you can find your place that you can call home, and you can find a way where you can save up more money that you ever could have imagined than living in your home country. So we're here at the hot chocolate house here in Bedugul, and it has these beautiful flower gardens all around, and there's different types of flowers you could walk through, but you can just come here and enjoy a nice cup of hot chocolate and churros as well, which is really tasty, and then come and walk in these gardens here for free after. You don't have to pay. It's beautiful, and there's even a lake right behind here as well. So if you're in Bedugul, yeah, you gotta check this place out. When you first think about this idea of this lifestyle of becoming a digital nomad, it might seem overwhelming, and there are many factors to consider when you are looking into this lifestyle change. However, this is one of the most easiest times in the history where we have the opportunity as a society to be able to work remotely, especially because of COVID. It has opened up roles that weren't previously remote, and now they are more remote in many countries around the world. This gives you a chance, even if you are working right now from home, to see if you can travel and work in other countries, and also find out what your passion is if you want to start your own business as well and work in different countries around the globe. Now, before I get into this in more detail, let's take you on a cinematic journey through one of our most favorite places we recently discovered here in Bali.
That's when the colors started to change.
Now, when you are living this lifestyle, there are many countries where you can only stay for a few months of the year, dependent on the passport and the visa that you currently hold for that country. However, with this, you can able to travel to different countries and explore the world while living and working a job that gives you the freedom. Now, depending on where your passport is from and what visa you hold for that different country, you might be able to only stay in one country for a few months of time of the year. However, this will be able to allow you to travel to different countries, experience new cultures, and live more affordably than ever before. Now, when many people think about living as a digital nomad, they might think it could be more expensive depending on where they go. And while in many cases that could be true, it depends on where you go, what your budget is, and where you live and stay. There are many countries where you're able to go, especially in Southeast Asia and in parts of Europe, where you can live cheaper than the country you're living in right now. Also, when you are living and traveling as a digital nomad, things actually can be cheaper in many situations, as you are not always buying new items for your home, new things for yourself. When you are living as a digital nomad, you're trying to travel and find new experiences while saving money at the same time. When you live in the same city, in the same place for a duration of your life, you're always trying to go out, impress your friends, and do many activities activities that can help you prevent from saving. However, when you are traveling and living as a digital nomad, this changes as you are not always trying to buy new things to satisfy your cravings. However, you are actually traveling and using that money to go to different places within the country or a new country nearby. Pantai Beach Love here, having ourselves some coconuts and watching the sunset here. Behind us, this is the grassland, I guess, where the cows are. You can see different cows here behind us, and the beach is right over here. Hey! And wow, this view is just stunning. Made it to the top. Ah!
Oh my god.
Yeah, so pretty.
So many cows here.
So many cows. Just over here, look, right there. It's a cow. And over there, it's a cow. And a cow. So cute. So many cute cow.
Cute.
Yeah. Wow. I just want to pet the cow, you know? The first thing you have to consider when you are starting out to be a digital nomad is to see how the Wi-Fi and internet is in the place that you're staying, and also how it is easy to get around and where you will be living. The second thing to look into is the cost of living in the place that you are going to be working and traveling to and from. There are many countries around the world where if you, for instance, make US dollars, euros, or another currency that is higher in value than the country you are going or living to, you can actually live a much more affordable lifestyle there, and so on. You need to look into is how long you can stay in that particular country. Many countries will allow you to stay for a few months of the year to live and work there. However, there are some countries that only allow you to stay up to 90 days, and there are other countries that will allow you to stay much longer. Indonesia is one of the flexible countries where you can stay a longer period of time dependent on the visa type that you have. However, some other countries in Southeast Asia, such as Thailand, also have different visas where you can get and stay there for a few months of the year or longer depending on what you are doing there. Also, dependent on what kind of passport you have, you might be able to travel to some of these countries visa-free and not even have to apply to a visa before going there. One of the most important things to note is when you are traveling to a foreign country, you will need to get the power adaptation for all of your electronics, such as your computer, your laptop, to make sure that it meets the power standards of the other country you're going to, and it will meet the correct voltage. If not, you can get converters that will easily convert this for you, and adapter kits. Just make sure that when you're traveling, you have this in hand. Oh, welcome to Pantai Kutakan. Yes. So, how do you like the beach?
Pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, it's really spacious, and oh, look at the view over here with like the kind of like the cliffs.
And I just feel it's not like in Bali. Like I'm in somewhere like I don't know, like maybe Europe or US.
Yeah, a little bit more like a kind of like a West Coast beach, you know, very not like typical like Bali, definitely way different than Uluwatu, but really beautiful with like the whole landscape here and the big waves. If you're looking for like really picturesque cinematic videos, definitely it's a good beach to come.
But this beach doesn't good for swimming or surfing.
Yeah, not so
There's
good
so
for
many
surfing.
rocks
Yeah.
everywhere. So just enjoy.
Yeah, I think it'd be crazy if you surf here and you
Yeah.
might crash into the rock, but
Just watching sunset is good here.
I think watching sunset or bring your kids here like this, or you can just have a picnic on the beach too. It's a good beach for that. Just a chill day.
Yeah.
One of the 4 things that you're gonna have to look into is a cell phone plan for the countries you are visiting. Now, if you are being a digital nomad and you are traveling to several countries, it is best to get a local SIM card every single country you go. It'll be the most affordable, and you won't have to worry about roaming fees or data overages. Most places, it's really easy to get a foreign SIM card. All you have to do is go to a local carrier store when you're in that country and register your phone. Some places will require your passport to validate the SIM card, but most places will not, depending on where you go. And of course, number 5 is just as important as everything else. You really want to make sure you have proper travel insurance when you are going to foreign countries or living as a digital nomad. Now, if you are living as a digital nomad, you won't have a coverage from your home country in most cases. You'll need to purchase a separate plan that'll cover you to go in a different country and live in there in case you have a medical emergency or need something as a medicine. I would highly recommend you checking out the link in the description if you are going to be living as a digital nomad for the health and travel insurance. It's only $40 a month, and it can save you so much money in case you get into an accident or have something you need to go to the hospital to get some medication for you while you are traveling or in a foreign country. This policy also covers COVID-19 health insurance in case you get sick or need to quarantine because of COVID-19. Now, living as a digital nomad can be a beautiful thing for you if you are starting out right now. Even if you are young or older, it is worth a try, especially because you will be able to meet so many new people, make new friends from different cultures, and try so many new foods from around the world while living and truly living in that country. You'll also be able to connect deeper on many places in the spirituality of the country and understand more in depth of where you're visiting, because you're not just visiting there for a vacation, you're actually living there and experiencing the culture and what it's like to live there long term. And like I said before, it can be even cheaper to live as a digital nomad than to live in the place you are living in right now, which is crazy to think about. However, after starting this lifestyle for myself, and we have been living like this for quite a while now, we truly see that it is the case. You can live cheaper and enjoy life far more than staying in the same place all the time. Now, if your job is not remote at the current time, or you are trying to get started on becoming a digital nomad, some of these options might work for you, and you can even get started today. One of the first options you can look into is teaching English online. There are many different websites and services you can sign up to teach English online and get paid per class or hourly for how much you teach. Especially, you will teach many kids in different countries, and you will even have a fun time doing it as well. Check out the link in the description if you want to get started to teach English online, and you can even start doing this right away as soon as you pass all of the tests that they assign you. Another option you can do as well, if you already have a creative side, is to go to Fiverr or Upwork to sell some of your freelance work or services, and you can even get started on that as soon as possible as well. You can market yourself, and while you build up your community and your freelance portfolio, it's a great way to get new clients and live as a digital nomad this way too. You can also start your own YouTube channel. Now, this can take a long time to build up depending on what your niche is and your audience. However, if you get started today, who knows where you will be a year from now. You can eventually make money from YouTube AdSense, and there are several other methods you can earn money directly from the YouTube system or other affiliate links below, where you will be able to make some money and live as a digital nomad as well. Now, some things to look into when you are thinking of becoming a digital nomad is to really make sure that you have everything in place and all of the right documents, the right visa, and the right information to get started traveling to your new country. It can be overwhelming at first, and there are many things to consider. However, once you get started in this lifestyle, the more easy it gets to adapt and change as you go. You'll also be able to really realize how much money you'll be able to save and how much life will be really fun to live versus where you're living right now if you're stuck in the same place all the time. Now, if you like these tips, definitely give us a like, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot for us, and really interested to hear your stories and what you think of these tips.